Shift gears. What do you say, Charles? Let's talk about what lunch?
Please and thank you.
The foodie awards. You guys have those coming up, huh?
Yeah, it's the 18th annual Foodie Awards, and Heather McPherson is here. So happy to have you here with me. And we also have a special guest. We got to wait till the camera's back on here so we can get our special guest. This is Mr. Can we go to the other? There we go.
Nice.
This is Mr. Forkhead.
Forkhead.
Also known as the guy who drew the shortest straw in the newsroom today.
You guys are all
My favorite dinner date, Charles.
He's the mascot for the Foodie Awards, in case you were curious.
Is that Scott Maxwell? Come on. Is that Maxwell under the hood?
It is. It is. But let's get to, I want to get to Heather's stuff. And the 54 categories for this is, it's got to be quite an undertaking. It's a tough job for you to have to go to all these great places and try them out.
We do visit them all, but this is actually a great time for the readers. You know, this year we had 10,000 plus votes in the foodies.
Wow.
And that is really huge. But it's a chance for the reader to become the critic.
Yeah.
You know, I get my pen out there and my my ideas, but this is the time for them to say what they really like. I pick a choice as well, but they did really well.
So in every category, there's a Heather choice and there's a reader's choice.
Yes.
Maybe you can explain, how does the reader's choice work? How does that voting process
It's
work?
really a popularity contest. They don't pre-nominate, but we can tell by the tallies what is, you know, their favorite Italian, their favorite overall. You know, this year they loved Eddie V's, and I think that that's a good choice, you know, for readers.
Good work by the readers this year, not going with the chains as much as in the past.
They didn't. You know, in the past, chains have really dominated, and they didn't this year. They're there, and they're there, actually, I think, in really places that they should be, but they're no longer going to, we would get this outcry from readers going, oh, who voted for, you know, and nothing against Olive Garden, but to be the best Italian. You know, when we have so many wonderful mom and pops here,
Sure.
it was sort of strange, you know.
Yeah.
But yes, chains are still there, but they don't dominate anymore.
And it's not just the standards, like you mentioned, Italian or Chinese. This year you added 3 new categories. I love some of these. Pet-friendly and dinner theater.
Pets are so important part of our lives. They're like taking your children to dinner with you.
Yeah.
And people want to go out, especially on the weekends, with their pets. So restaurants are accommodating them, mostly on patios. But yes, and this was a category we saw more and more interest in.
Yeah.
We always try to remind people that if you take your pet out, you know, keep it on the leash. Don't let it bother the other diners. You know, maybe the cat people are there, you know, or what have you. The goldfish people are going to. But I think it's wonderful that people are accommodating all different kinds of dining. The other categories we added were Spanish. We've had Cuban, and we've had Puerto Rican, and we've had Latin in general, but now we have about 10 authentic Spanish restaurants, and it was time for that category to get its own due there. And I know you have a favorite one that we did this year. It is the dinner theater one. We were laughing about dinner with jousting.
Yeah, I mean, I actually enjoy that. I love to see a show while having dinner.
Well, so do our readers. And we're in an area of theme parks, and what we found was a lot of people do, this is great family entertainment. We are in the heart of where people try out a lot of these things. So, and we have a variety of mystery sleuths dinner theater where you can solve a mystery, all kinds of stuff. There are some bizarre ones as well. But this year, you know, Disney does them, SeaWorld does them, there's Luau's, and it was time for them to get their own category.
Guys, I want to ask Heather the overall winner, her favorite restaurant. Before I do that, I want to pick you guys' brain, see if you guys have a favorite spot.
Oh, I do, but it's weird.
What do you have?
La Granja.
What is that?
There's one on Cimarron and Aloma. It's Peruvian food. It's kind of like a dump, but it's delicious.
So it's not, see, but we're hearing in our earpiece,
so good,
so
right?
good. But those are the kind of places I know Heather loves to find too, where Heather, you walk up
you
to,
never go there.
yeah, you think,
know.
what is this place? You go in, and it's such a great experience.
Someone has to bring you there. That's kind of the experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone has to bring you there and say, try it. Don't walk in and say, I'm walking back out.
Yeah,
Give it a chance.
And see, Charles, there's one similar to that, and I can't think of the name of it, sadly. I didn't think about it before this. Right there off Sand Lake Road, down around Bay Hill, we were given one of those, what's it called when they give you the 4 courses and they're like 40 bucks, whatever that is?
Tour?
Yeah, so we went down there.
Magical Dining Month?
Yeah, the Magical Dining. And we went to this little restaurant. It's in a strip mall. Italian steakhouse, whatever it was, went in there, one of the best meals ever, and I'm sure people drive by all the time and have no idea, but
Yeah.
again, it's just some guy, I think it was an
Right.
engineer who wanted to become a chef, and it's phenomenal. Those are my favorite kind of finds.
I agree with you, and I think we have to learn to be adventurous. You know, do never judge a restaurant by the door and what's on the outside, because sometimes you open the door and it's like the transformation that they did inside is phenomenal, and then the food is too. It doesn't always have to be that showy place, you know, that you see on Restaurant
Sure.
Row or in a big hotel. You can find some great surprises out there.
Whenever I'm curious about a restaurant, I just stop by Heather's desk and
Yeah.
ask her what she thinks, and then I know going in. So there is an overall favorite you have.
I do. My favorite overall this year is my favorite overall from last year. It's Luma on Park. And the reason why I went with Luma on Park is because I think it's the total package. It's date night. It's special occasion. It's just dinner on Friday night. And it's got a great bar with bar food as well, outdoor seating, indoor seating, and it's just the sort of place where you can spend a little or a lot. They have a lot of small plates, which I like, so you can go out to someplace, you know, a little fancy, but not too over the top.
And another one of your favorites, your favorite bakery.
Yes.
You have Mercedes Strosky
here with us today.
operates Bake Me a Cake in Altamont Springs, and look at these amazing cakes. These are so beautiful.
I wish our friends at Fox were here because you can smell the chocolate on this set. You
Hey,
really can smell the
Heather,
chocolate.
don't worry about it. David
I
Martin
chose
will pop up
Mercedes
behind you
as
somewhere. David Martin, every time Heather's out, David
Climbing
Martin pops
through.
up and starts eating with her. It's always amazing how that
We're
happens.
jealous.
Next year we have to do this part at your place, right?
Please.
You can save a piece.
The one of the reasons why I went with Mercedes this year is because I call her one of the unsung heroes. I mean, Mercedes has been in this market for quite a long time. She makes people's dreams come true in cakes, and we all have these wonderful edible fantasies. Every part of her cake is edible and delicious. A lot of people are afraid of fondant. She uses satin ice, and it's just dreamy.
Well, in addition to obviously having to have the baking skills, to have the creativity to make something that looks so beautiful, it's really to have both of those skills at the same time. You get unique works of art like this.
Yeah, well, to tell you, I have to tell you the truth. I am not very good in baking. I am more good in decorating. My husband, he's the pastry chef.
Okay,
And he's the one that makes the inside, and I decorate.
and you decorate.
I decorate and I teach. That's what I
What is your favorite cake to make?
Oh my gosh, I love stories. And when I have to create a cake with a story, you know, that is significant for somebody, it makes me really happy. And when they come and pick up that cake and they see their dream in that cake, it's really amazing.
So people can just come to you with an idea, and
Oh
then
yes, they come to with ideas, and I have to help them a lot, you know, because, you know, wedding cakes are different too, but they have to be helped too. But now I do a lot of cakes, like costume cakes, you know, for birthday, and they wanted to represent something wonderful for that person, you know, so that's what I try to do, yes.
So, as we said, the Critics' Choice. Critics' Choice means Heather's favorite. Bake me a cake, and after we, you know, say goodbye to you guys, I think we're probably going to have some samples. It's just a guess.
Well, it's here, so yeah.
Yeah, you're not far from us. We may make it down there. You never know.
I'm getting off soon.
I should mention that the Foodie Awards run in tomorrow's paper, and you can see them tonight at OrlandoSentinel.com. You can see all 54 categories.
Okay,
I'll have to check it out.
good stuff.
Need
Yeah,
a
that does
review
look
of
good.
La Granja. I got you.
Yeah, you got it.
I'll do it.
All right, hey Charles, before we let